Hello everyone, welcome to another video of TT Passion. My name is Vincent and today in this video I'm excited to share with you the unboxing of Zhendong ALC GOLD TAG. Okay, so it's really difficult to find this racket over here, and I would say that it's one of the most difficult racket that I can get my hands on. So in this video I'm going to share with you the unboxing process to have a closer look at this blade over here. So before we go on, do remember to hit the like, share and subscribe button for more awesome table tennis video. So let's get started. So with me here is the Zhendong ALC GOLD TAG box right here. As you can see, the box design is nothing like the usual one that you will see for Zhendong ALC. This is actually a very simple black color butterfly racket box. Okay, however, the main difference comes at the bottom of the box, whereby you actually see a label that says this is a Zhendong 选手. Okay, so this is made for Zhendong player himself. And at the other side, you can see that in Mandarin it actually says not for sale. Okay, so my belief is that this is the racket that Butterfly actually produced and specially made for Zhendong. Okay, which there are very limited pieces in the world, and I am very lucky to get my hands on this over here. So I'm going to share with you the unboxing process, and let's take a look at how this blade actually looks like. So let's remove it from the box first. Okay, so the person that passed me this racket actually helped me to put very nicely with a bubble wrap, because this is a very priceless collection. So let me remove the bubble wrap right here, and we can actually see the blade now. Okay, so it looks typically the same over here, the Zhendong racket, the handle design as well. And what's different is that in the front you can see that right here is actually a different serial number. Most of our butterfly racket that you get to see outside has come with a very long serial number, but the one over here actually only has 4 digits. Okay, the one over here actually only has 4 digits, and at the back of the racket you will actually see the usual long series number. So both sides there's a serial number. Okay, so this is something different from what we can actually see in the market Zhendong ALC. Okay, so let's take a look at the box first, because I noticed there's something different from most of the racket boxes that I have. So over here inside the box, it actually states where is this racket made. Okay, so it is made in Tokorozawa, Japan. Okay, Tokorozawa, Japan. So it's a special edition blade, so of course I think it does not come from the usual factory that Butterfly has, but in fact it comes from Tokorozawa, Japan. So Tokorozawa Japan factory is the best factory Butterfly actually has, and it produces rackets like the Golden Viscaria and several many other limited edition Butterfly rackets. Okay, so back to the racket over here. Of course, this is actually a GOLD TAG Zhendong ALC. So if you look at the bottom, this is the awesome Butterfly GOLD TAG that we will always see on the Butterfly GOLD TAG rackets. Okay, so this is the one that I have over here, is the Zhendong ALC GOLD TAG. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the measurement of the racket. Before we measure, I will actually remove the plastic film. Okay, this is one of my most priceless collection, but I'm really curious how the GOLD TAG version of Zhendong ALC actually feels like. If you have seen my other review for Zhendong ALC, the normal one, I do have very good review for that. Now for the GOLD TAG, I'm really curious how it actually feels like. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the plastic film first, and we will take a look at the measurements in a short while. So let me remove the plastic film now. Okay, so plastic film removed, and this is the Zhendong ALC GOLD TAG without the plastic film right now. Okay, as I'm unboxing this, I'm really excited as well, because this is one of the most rare collection I have ever had. Okay, so of course the composite is the same as the Zhendong ALC. However, I'm pretty sure the quality wise, the selection of wood, the carbon layer is of the best workmanship, best quality that you can get from Butterfly. So let's take a look firstly at the weight of this racket that I have over here. So let me turn on my weighing scale and do a quick test to see how heavy is this racket over here. So without the plastic film on, it's actually 84.6. It's perfect for me right now at this phase of my life because I have been carrying my kids a lot, and I do feel that when I do training, my arm actually gets tired if I'm using a racket that's too heavy. So recently I actually tried to lighten the weight of my racket, and the weight itself for the racket at 84 grams is actually pretty nice for me right now. Okay, so this is 84.6 grams for this Zhendong ALC GOLD TAG that I have. Next, let's take a look at the measurement, if there's any difference between the Butterfly Zhendong ALC GOLD TAG and the normal Zhendong ALC. So first, let's take a look at the width of the blade surface. Okay, so with the caliper I have here, at the center, the width of the blade surface is 150 millimeters. Let's take a look at the length from the top tip of the blade surface to the handle. Okay, this is 157 millimeters. Okay, and let's take a look at the thickness of the blade over here. So the one that I have here from the measurement is 5.7 millimeters. So I think it's actually pretty much the same as the normal Zhendong ALC, and that shows how consistent is Butterfly in terms of their racket manufacturing. And I think so far I only noticed that DHS has difference when it comes to the thickness for W968 and Long 5, but for the Butterfly racket I rarely see much difference when it comes to the measurement. Okay, let's take a look at the handle size. Okay, so for the handle size, the flare handle that I have here at the middle portion, the width is 26.4 millimeters, and the thickness of the racket handle here is 23.3 millimeters. 23.3 millimeters. Okay, so now that is the measurement of the Zhendong ALC Gold label over here, Gold Tag. Okay, and I'm going to do a quick bounce test with the DHS 3-star ball that I have over here. And let's hear how it actually sounds like when compared to the Zhendong ALC. So let's go. Okay, so that's the sound of the bounce test, and I will also just do a quick knocking to hear how it actually sounds like. Okay, so based on the sound that I hear, I would think that the sweet spot is actually pretty large for this racket over here. I would think that it should be larger than the normal ALC Zhendong. Okay, and from the sound of it, it does sound like this racket should be hitting through the ball very easily from the sound that it actually produced from here. Okay, so with that, that will come to the end of the unboxing video for this Zhendong ALC Gold Tag. I would also be adding the measurement of all the blades that I've unboxed so far in the blade specification table at the end of the video. So take a look at that if you're keen to find out more about the measurement of other blades that I have. So thank you very much for watching this video. Once again, do remember to hit the like, share and subscribe button, and see you again in the next video. Bye bye!